除了烧香祭天的香料，饮食文化中的印度香料，或者人们口中的新香料，也能为每一道料理画龙点睛。
是的，历经1000多年的文化碰撞和交融之后，有香料王国之称的马来群岛吸收了次大陆的精髓，调和出了属于我们的大马风味。
是的，香料之美啊，在于无法复制的独门口味，多一撮或者少一点点都截然不同，形成了最珍贵的家传味道。
只是现在呢，还有多少人从零开始来配制香料呢？量产的香料包会不会统一了我们的口感和味蕾，将专属的家乡变成同一种香呢？
斑斓的色彩、澎湃的香气、层次丰富的味道，传承了古文明的衣食同源智慧。印度香料或许是人间最接近天堂的味道。横跨至少2000年的香料贸易，左右了世界历史，开启了海陆贸易之路，推动了大航海时代，创建了殖民帝国。咖喱只是英国人为印度次大陆流传已久的各色香料料理发明的统一名称。伴随着洋流与沙漠商队的脚步，印度香料的魔法出神入化，有土生植物的光辉，也有外来品种的点缀。
The cumin seeds, fennel seeds, and then we go on to the fenugreek seeds and mustard seeds and the black pepper. Not to forget the turmeric. If they want to use biryani meals, then they do go further into cinnamon. They go on into bay leaves, thyme seeds, cloves, cardamom, and lately also now I see they're using maize, a bit of poppy seeds to spice up the whole formula. Indian spices do contain a lot of health benefits. It helps increase their antioxidant levels, improve their digestions and boost their immunity systems.
当今世上使用的100多种香料当中，70%能在印度的土地找到，这受益于广袤大地和跨越不同纵贯线的气候。每一缕香气都是味觉与历史跨越千年的对话。公元3到4世纪，印度香料文化随着新都教文明和佛教文明渗入马来群岛，促成了一段持续了10多个世纪的曼妙共舞。
Movement of spices was both ways. So there was a lot of cross-influence of ingredients going back and forth. And it was also a very peaceful and very commercial process. And when we ask when did Indian spices, or maybe more specifically Indian dishes, start to become more popular in Malaysia per se, beginning from about the Malacca Empire period, we started receiving lots and lots of influences from everywhere, from India, and of course India is huge. Slowly the cuisines of all these various people started to seep into the local cuisine as well. There was a lot of intermarriage between the various Indian groups and the various Malay groups as well. When you talk about now modern Malaysian cuisine, then much of it did begin in earnest from the colonial period, when the British started to bring lots of Indian workers into Malaya at the time. So they brought in their cuisine as well, ranging from all the various kinds of curries to thosai to so many things.
在马来班顿中流传着一门香料哲学，凡是来到港口的，就能搭配成美味的料理。赞颂的是人类对善与美的最淳朴追求和兼容。
A process that is very human. All humans want to have good food. It was a natural acceptance. It's not something that we think, oh, I don't want to use that because it's not from here or something like that, you see. So as long as it fits into something that you want to make your dish taste good, we don't care where it comes from. There is a saying in Malaysian cuisine that there are 5 beradik cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, star anise, and cardamom, which is from India. So you can see from there that the first two are from the Malay archipelago. And surprise, surprise, star anise is actually from southern China, whereas cinnamon is common throughout these areas in India and in Southeast Asia. When I meet friends from India who come to Malaysia and they try our nasi kanda, they try our roti canai, they say, wow, it tastes different from the ones in India. And so they come back, they enjoy coming back because it's already something that has become very Malaysian. So that's the good thing about our cuisine, which is part of our overall culture. We don't just jiplak, we don't just copy it, but we take it, we taste it, we play with it, we refine it until it pleases our Malaysian taste buds, and then it becomes Malaysian.
香料的混搭有着一家厨房一种香的独特风光。几代人的印度香料商和拿着家传秘方前来抓原粒香料，再自行研磨除捣的家庭，有着守护这门艺术的默契。只是昔日的灿烂千阳，在过去20年开始看到目光。
The numbers are decreasing. In a month, before I can get about 20 of them, families coming to look into I'm talking about 5 years back. Today, in a month, I can only see one. That is one also very rare now. They're just opting for the packets. Times are evolving. They have no time just to make it simple. Why we must take the trouble to the mills? But I won't say there are families still, even today, coming to my shop to do their own blending. They do their own grinding. They come. Well, sad to say that it is the older generation. Because they do have the recipe on their own. They will share the recipe, but nothing is their own recipe. There are some final touches which they do the mix and they get the ultimate taste for them. But in the younger generation, they rather cut short. I go for the curry powder packet. It is over the period of time, it will disappear. I hope it will continue to the younger generation.
因为无法复制，所以独特。预拌调味料和超市百货的普及，似乎昭示着守护着传统知识的香料商和那一盘店面，将因为我们同化的味蕾而成为时代的牺牲者。但我们对香的永久追寻，正是永恒的生命力。
There will be some who are keen to go back to the old formula because they have the right taste. They get with the curry powders available and what they do on their own grinding, there's so much a difference. They feel the taste. So those who know the value will go back to the old formula, which means go back to the mills to get the spices grinded. Youngsters are coming with their own formula, proportion mix, and they are marketing their homemade mix, which basically they are following the old traditional style. I did ask one or two, where did you get this mix? They do say from my grandmother, my mother, which they want to market, and they found out they do have good results in the market. So it comes in pack, no doubt, but it is homemade.
It won't die out completely, no, because there are enough people who just love cooking on their own and they don't want to just buy ready-made stuff. But yes, those are few, not like before. And of course, the danger of it dying out in the household is there. It will still exist in factory form because that's how they make it in the factories. But I think, having said that, I think that Malaysians should stop and, maybe at least once a week or once a month, just really go to the kitchen and try to cook things from scratch without going to the shops and buying something that's ready mixed or pre-made and then you just go back and just throw it in, yeah? Because you never know, when you do your own, when you do it on your own, you might discover a new flavor, a new taste that becomes yours, and you can pass that down to your children and becomes your family recipe.